the lady who was contemplating about divorcing her husband. And hi guys, hello, you're welcome to this channel, and if this is your first time, thank you for coming here, and if you're a returning subscriber, so the last time we talked about the lady who was contemplating divorcing her husband, and the guy who was asking if he should go ahead, or asking what she should do rather, about his friend ex. So for those people who will just be hearing this gist, I'm going to put the link of the subsequent video, like the video better than this one. I'm going to put the link in the description box, so you can, like, you could click it to watch that one, so you can understand and have an insight of what we're talking about. So I'm going to be reading the comments and what people have to say about it. Like, I posted it on Instagram, on Twitter, and I did a video about it here. And I also got comments from people here on YouTube, but I'll start with the comments I heard on, like, in the group and on Twitter. So if you're not following us on Instagram, please do so. Okay, so as regards the guy, somebody said, explain to your people, in fact make sure he's arrested. If he threatens you again, then you must sign an agreement that he won't disturb your relationship again. If he should try it or anything happen, even ordinary headache, he will be arrested. Another person said, well, to me, I would say you should ignore the guy and go ahead with his plans of wifing her, because the ex never saw her the way he did. He's just practically jealous that the stone he rejected has become the chief cornerstone. Someone else said, please tell your friend to report his friend to the authority. They should make sure he signs an undertaking. Should anything happen to their marriage in the future, they should hold him responsible, and he should please carry on with his wedding agreement. I mean, so many comments about that, but I'm just going to be selecting few. Somebody said, I'm thinking maybe he had an eye for his girl before the breakup, or he suspected something before the breakup, or the guy caused the breakup. Something is kind of fishy, because waiting concern the boy if he's not with her again now. I'm going to say the last one. This one said, go on with your marriage plans, but report to the authorities about his threats. That her ex is a witch. He's abnormal. Wow. So people said, for me, my own opinion, I'll tell you as the guy to move on with your marriage, because yes, he's your friend, and he was dating this girl, and this girl he was dating, they later, like, broke up. And then you even asked your friend that, you were like, what's up, why you not with this guy? And he was like, oh, he doesn't have feelings for her again. And you claim that 6 months later you bumped into this girl in the supermarket, and you guys exchanged contact, they started talking. From there you started, like, having feelings for her and all of that. She objected, but later she agreed, and then, you know, we want to marry her now, and then you've put the traditional marriage for this December, and your friend is, like, against it, threatening fire and brimstone. For me, if what you said is actually the truth, and if that's how it actually happened, I'll tell you to come with your marriage to her. Who knows, maybe your friend was just like, things happen. This one is a very small word. Things happen. In as much as they were never married, they don't have a child together. Like, for me, I'll tell you to go with your marriage. And if your friend is still, like, trying to, like, do one or two things, you know, the threat and all of that, you can just report him to the authorities and, like, file a restraining order, like someone rightly said, and move on with it. So that's my advice for that. Okay, so for the second issue we had, the lady said she was contemplating, that, okay, she wants to divorce her husband, and she wants to know if she's on the right track. So I'm just going to read what people said about that. Somebody said, for the first case, this is on YouTube comment. The person said, Trinity Emmanuel, okay, said, for the first case, the man's option is not okay. Adoption is better. How will somebody begin where your wife, I don't understand it, like you wrote this in PG. How will somebody begin where your wife goes sleep with another man to get come save your marriage? Another person, Wisdom for Life, said, please don't leave your good husband. It's for better and for worse. The grass isn't greener over here. Life isn't easy over here. What's this one saying? The communication in your marriage is almost dead. You'll be blamed for cheating if the information gets out. Remember our love with things that has to do with culture. Don't be the scapegoat here. You will go out and have sex, get pregnant, and still be blamed when things go wrong. You can quietly leave the marriage, especially if you're keen on having your own children. Stay because you want to be with him, not because you're being pressured about what people will say. Your happiness matters a lot and not his alone. Adoption would have been the best, but your husband isn't ready to take responsibility. He wants you to do something that may be used against you later. The ball is in your court. Our advice that you don't do it. If you want kids, talk to him, separate amicably, and have kids with someone else. Wow. So for me, I think what this the first one I read that said, please don't leave your good husband, it's for better and for worse. Personally, I don't agree with that. Reason is because you cannot advise your wife to go and sleep with somebody else to have your child, because not even your child. Okay, the doctor said you have low sperm count and that you can't have children, and you've been married for 7 years, and maybe you've been praying and all sorts. Now your wife is telling you that, okay, since you can't have children, up for adoption, and you're saying no, you don't want to adopt. You're telling your wife to go out and sleep with another man to get pregnant. For me, that is a huge no. It's a big no. I'm going to personally advise the lady. I'll tell her not to do that, because if you do that, like I mean, like what this person said. Let me read it again. Look at, I agree with this first person. You know, we all have our own opinions, and we are telling our own opinion. And she's going to be watching this video. She's going to be hearing what everybody is saying. But then I'm just saying my own opinion as well. And I think I agree with what this person is saying. If you can't have the children they adopt, there's so many children out there who don't have parents to take care of them. There's so many babies who don't have people to take care of them. There's so many of them around, you understand? So it is better for you to go to one of those adoption homes, you understand? You sign a contract, you adopt a baby, you raise the baby like your own child, like your own flesh and blood. You give the baby love. There's so many children that are looking for love. They lack love, nobody to take care of them. Like, they need to be fathered, they need to be mothered. So this is an opportunity for you to do that. If you can't try maybe artificial insemination or something, like technology is like vast now, you understand? There are ways we could go about this. But if you're not ready to try any of those methods, you're not ready to adopt as well, you want your wife to go and sleep with somebody, is a big no. Because if you try that, if this woman tries that, this man is still going to use it against her in the future. Yes, it's going to use it against her. Maybe imagine a case, maybe the child is growing and then the child is acting somehow naughty or something, and it'll be like, oh, you're not my blood, your mother got it from outside. Now if you're my blood, you don't behave like this, you know. Or maybe there is something, even the lady too, maybe something happened and they're like, oh, it's not, you know, different kind of thing can happen. And ideally, like, culturally it's not bad, morally it's not wise. It's not wise. Like, it's a big no. It's a big no. For me, I would advise the lady to try to still talk to her husband, make him see reasons why that is wrong. I mean, how you advise your wife to have a shamarital affair? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Please ignore the noise in the background. I'm actually at home and have neighbors around. That's why we can hear the noise. So the important thing is you can hear me. Okay, so that's the whole thing about all this. So the ball is in your court. Like, people will ask questions, at the end of the day they'll do what is in their mind, what they want to do. So like people have rightly said, the ball is in your court. Do what is right, do what makes you happy. Yes, that's what is raining now. Everybody says do what makes you happy. You see people doing anyhow, people will be like, oh, in as much as it make you happy, do it. For the guy, I'll tell you to go on with your marriage with your friend X. Like, an ex is an ex, never his wife. They were never married. No, like, it's not like they are now like they're not like a divorced couple. No, so that's an ex. So you could go ahead and marry her if you really, really love her, and if your intentions are pure, like you rightly said, go ahead. And if still threatening you, you know what to do. You take it up. Yeah. And for the lady, don't sleep outside. Your husband is giving you the worst advice. If your husband really loves you, he's not going to tell you to do that kind of thing. There's no man that loves his wife that will tell his wife to go and sleep with another man outside. Like, how will your husband be encouraging you to have a shamarital affair? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. So don't make that mistake. Don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Okay, so guys, that's what I have to say about this. And like you've heard, I've read everything people said about it, and that's all for this. So at this time, we're going to cut the video short. See you next time and another phase. Have a good day ahead. Bye.